here crying. They cannot get what they used to get again. When the government took over, they put every one of them down.
We discovered the issue.
There are some people in the country, they're the one can even say wish for our government because you brought the government to power. So even when they are doing wrong, you cannot tell them because you brought them to power. And people who are there to tell the government, oh yeah, you are doing this, you are doing that, is not good. Sometimes the government can listen and change to do the better. These are people you start to insult. President Baka, why are children crossing right today? 2 years now into your administration, you said we're not going to see this thing happening in the country, but it is happening.
The Liberian Council of Churches, it is something that they crafted from the World Council of Churches, which was meant to promote peace and justice.
We dig out the facts. We bring the issue to the public to participate.
I was children. Why they keep it over there for them to get money without
they get lines looking for witness or because they not get nothing off like there. No witness.
It is government that we have here, but it is clear that Baka is not in charge. What the guy will do, they want to take some money onto themselves, but they cannot lima, they can wait on the shadow task force so that we can start with it. And the very people that are involved, you're going to see that are happening in Liberia, you told them you place them on the task force.
Issue in the society. We discuss critical issues affecting the nation against socio-economic issues standing to shape the destiny of Liberia. We discuss issues including poverty rates. Human rights concern environmental challenges with a lower percentage of the population struggling to meet basic needs. Human rights violations such as arbitrary killing issue in the society comes to you on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10:30 a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. Join our panelists Aliu Masale and Solomon Bakari from the US of A and the host Stephen Contour on Kings FM 88.5. We break the news.
As a government, I think the government's focus should be on the bread and butter issue of our people. Where we have our mothers, our fathers are all over here crying. They cannot get what they used to get again. When the government took over, they put every one of them.
We discovered the issue.
There are some people in the country, they're the one can even say wish for our government because you brought the government to power. So even when they are doing wrong, you cannot tell them because you brought them to power. And people who are there to tell the government, oh yeah, you are doing this, you are doing that, is not good. Sometimes the government can listen and change to do the better. These are people you start to insult. President Baka, why are children crossing right today? 2 years now into your administration, you said we're not going to see this thing happening in the country, but it is happening.
The Liberian Council of Churches, it is something that they crafted from the World Council of Churches, which was meant to promote peace and justice.
We dig out the facts. We bring the issue to the public to participate.
I was children. Why they keep it over there for them to get money without
they get lines looking for witness or because they not get nothing off like there. No witness.
It is government that we have here, but it is clear that Baka is not in charge. What the guy will do, they want to take some money onto themselves, but they cannot lima, they can wait on the shadow task force so we can start with it. And the very people that are involved, you're going to see that are happening in Liberia, you told them you place them on the task force.
Issue in the society. We discuss critical issues affecting the nation against socio-economic issues standing to shape the destiny of Liberia. We discuss issues including poverty rates. Human rights concern environmental challenges with a lower percentage of the population struggling to meet basic needs. Human rights violations such as arbitrary killing issue in the society comes to you on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10:30 a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. Join our panelists Aliu Masale and Solomon Bakari from the US of A and the host Stephen Contour on Kings FM 88.5.
exclusive from Hot LBR.com.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they eat their man, they change their mind. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They are freedom fighters. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo.
Okay, it's another day to be grateful to God Almighty. It's just very important, very, very good that we are here today on this 15th day of September 2025. And so gradually the year is going to an end. Oh yeah. But I'm Stephen Compton, and this is our letter to welcome you to another edition of the program, Issues in the Society. And someone said to me, Stephen, until these questions are answered by the kind of people that are governing the country, you should continue to play this song. There's a question that needs to be answered. These questions, until they are answered, that is some play. Yes, definitely. I'd like to say morning to every one of you who are following us via Radio Land and also via our various social media platforms. Your various districts, your various homes, whether you are in your car on the keke, I'd like to say good morning. Like David Tueto following us from Niku Town. Josh Tangwe, there from the University of Liberia campus. Zeka Jacob is also following us there. What kind of people they so? From the Old Road Gay community. Thank you so much, Jacob. Smith is also following us. Carter Glasgow normally follows us there from the Tingos Village RIA Road, where according to her, the common citizens are children live. The Veso Kabo Kasobo is also following us as well. I'd like to say good morning to every one of you. You can do the same. Tell us exactly where you are calling us, that's following us from. You can also contribute to discussions we'll be having here via the comment section as well. Very quickly, let me now bring on Aliyu Mansale there from the US. Good morning, Aliyu. Aliyu, are you getting me? Good morning.
Good morning, Solomon. Good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Mama Labira. This is Ali Masari. Baltimore, Maryland. Glad to be here this morning. As the family, how was the weekend?
Yes, we are grateful. The weekend was great also. We are grateful to God. And how was yours?
Thank God, my brother. Thank God. It was okay. We are trying. Everybody, thank God. Ask Mama Labira.
Yes, the country is okay. Just that if I tell you that the country is okay in terms of the atmosphere, like someone said to me the last time, Stephen, with all these things that are happening, it is just very good that the country is peaceful. Yes, but on the other hand, other people may say it is not peaceful, wherein we have a lot of people complaining all over the economic situation and all these things. But in the wake of all these things, we are just great. Aliyu, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, no matter how it is, we have to give praises to God. We have to glorify Him. Whether the country go or bow, they have to say, the country okay. We have to tell God, thank you for life. And we'll get it going on till we can decide again what to do next election. But you can't complain. Solomon, what's up, my brother? How's the morning? How was the weekend?
You there? I think you have to unmute yourself, Solomon. Solomon, you are talking, but we are not getting you. I think you have to check your system. Probably you are muted. Aliyu, are you getting him?
No, I'm not getting Solomon.
Yeah, I think he needs to check his system. Yes, he needs to do that. Probably there is a problem there. Yeah, so Solomon, you just need to do that, and we'll bring you on later. You just need to check your system to see as to whether there is a problem, because you are actually talking. I'm looking at you talking, but we are not getting you. So you just need to check your system. Just do that, please. All right. So it is very good that we are here today, and as I said, we give God a praise. That Solo, are you there now?
I don't know whether you hear me. Are you hearing me?
Okay. Yes, I'm getting you now. I
Yes,
think
loud and clear.
yeah, we are getting you now. So go ahead.
Well, as I said, yesterday was great. Usual routine. Went to church. Family day. Basically, that was it. But the
Yeah. So
sad thing was one of my, I can say one of my sons at our church back home in Liberia, while he was, he pulled over, he went to the sidewalk, as you would say, but he parked his keke on the other side and went outside to ease himself. And by the time he could get back in the vehicle, there was another SUV coming in, and there was a truck. So that particular SUV tried to avoid the truck and then ran into this guy keke, and then just wiping out of the road. They all went into the ditch, and then eventually he died. So that was a sad one. It happened Saturday. But other than that, we thank God. And of course, all of the political stuff that is going on globally, where people don't debate the issue anymore, but they want to silence people. In Liberia, either they use whatever means or they curse at the person. But here it was a sad situation where uh, one of our faithful brothers in the Lord, and of course in politics, in government, who believes in let's debate the issue. Uh, if you convince me, I'll be on your side. If I convince you, you'll be on my side. Of course, he was silenced. He shot to death on Wednesday. So that has been very devastating globally and things like that. But that's how politics is now heading. You can debate the issue, curse at the person, get at the person's family, destroy destroy the person if you can, and it is very very sad. But other than that, thank God.
okay. Yeah. So
Yes.
my
Solomon. Yes, my condolences for your brother back home and also to your partisan. Yes, I saw that issue. Yes, this thing they are not called for. When we talk about democracy, everybody belongs to a political party, and you have the right to express yourself in any way, form, and manner. And the way in which I saw he was gone down is heartbreaking for the family and for the entire nation. These are things that bring problem in the country, to see people being gunned down or because of the way you express yourself and the political party you affiliate with. So it is society for the country and also the Republican. Once again, my condolences, and we condemn that. I condemn it strongly as a Democrat. I don't stand with anybody who does that. We are not going to say, oh, the question for Democrat, but for me, I condemn such act. So once
It is
again,
condemnable. Yeah.
yes, thank you.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
that took a big toll out of me. I literally cried. I mean, it's difficult, very very hard. But again, the Bible says those kind of things will come our way. So we should just you know trust God, and He will take care of everything. But it was very, very hard, very, very, very hard. And in fact, I think we should to bring a turning point in Liberia so that we can talk about family issue, the backbone of society. It is a family. When family is out of the life, especially the parents or the dad is out of the life, the way in which the kids grew up, and of course you have all of these uh, where God is out of the school system, but then we expect for God to perform miracles in our leaders' life and things like that. So taking God out of the school and teaching doctrines that are very divisive and things like that, it is very, very bad for any society. So I mean, those are things that people need to talk about and see, make comparison. If the dad is actually in the family, how is the family structure? I'm not talking about anybody who profess to be a dad but they're not in the life of the children, and they are not bringing that kind of standard in the home to secure the family. But anyway,
Yeah.
that would be another topic another time
Yes.
about
So,
the family.
let me join Aliyu Masale to extend my words of condolences to you and the rest of the bereaved family. Mansa, when you shared that with me, I felt so bad, and I'm still
Mhm.
feeling bad. It's just so sad that
Mhm.
somebody will just leave their home, probably go out there to hustle and sustain his or her family, and when such thing happen, it hurts a lot. It
Oh
hurts
yeah.
a lot. But I'm kind of thinking the family members that looked up to him prior to this incident is something that is so sad. So,
Mhm.
it has happened, and let me again say my condolences to you and the family members, and also with the situation that happened in the U.S. There, I saw it and I watched some of the video. That is so bad. In a democracy like ours, when these things are happening, it is so bad that whenever it comes about discussing issues for the country, or let's say in a way of ensuring or advocating for a better democracy or a better governance system, if one does that, these things used to happen before. They were just common, right? These things were
Mhm.
just common in the world, that people were just killing people. But in this ancient time when these things would be happening, it is just so sad. And even going about suffocating people, like what we say in our country nowadays, is that when you as an individual, when you try to speak a truth to power, the other people who are on the other side, they see it to be bad. So what they will do, if you have a business, they will do everything possible as a government to take decision that will affect you and also affect the business, right? Like
Mhm.
we that here at King's Earth, and we are veterans of what I am talking about. All right,
Mhm.
we are veterans. So people out there who thought of doing business with all, these people have been advised to come here and do business, that we are against this government. And in no time we are against the government. We always told people that our advocacy on every platform on the radio station is made for the Liberian people and how well this country can be better under this government. We have always prayed that we are hoping that this particular government succeeds, because if that happens, definitely it's going to help the country and its people. So we cannot come on the platform here and ask Stephen will say, no, let the government fail. No. But these ills in society that are gradually, getting our country to where it's not supposed to be. And things that were campaigned on yesterday by this government, if we are reminding the government about these things, about these ills in society, somebody will sit somewhere or Broad Street or whatsoever area and try to say that we hate this government, we hate government officials. No, that's the reason why if the government does well, we will come on this same platform and commend the government. Why do you think we are doing this? Because our advocacy is not about a particular person, but it's about the country, and it's about the people. That's what we do. And so it is so sad. It is so sad to see in this particular age and time that somebody who tries to bring forth that idea, advocate for a better nation, a better democracy, for the president to be gunned down like that. It is so sad. But again, that's just it. That's just it. That's the type of society we find ourselves in. Now, let us quickly go to our discussion points this morning. There are a couple of issues to talk about this morning. Remember, some part of last week, we hosted a team from the adjoined association there at the University of Liberia. They were able to explain to the public the constraint they are faced with, the reason for which they distance themselves from the faculty association there at the University of Liberia. So a day or two, a few days after their appearance on the radio here, one of the members, or the ranking members of the faculty association there at the University of Liberia, I think he's the secretary general. He appeared on one of our sister station, to reference their appearance here and also make other statements. So I'm going to play his voice so that people can listen to it. Then we draw our analysis from his statement. Also, this issue of drug, like I told you, Ali, we are on ground here, and we are in the country here. Things are happening now on a daily basis. Just every time in every community, you will hear about somebody die, and people are taking it thing to be something that is laughable. They are just taking this thing to be something that is common. But the young people in the country, they are finishing. The young people in the country, they are finishing. The last time I sat on the platform and I talked about the issue that has to do with the rehabilitation center that the people have. Other people just do that because they feel that they are connected to the person here. They go for the person's child or the person's children and they carry them there. Like they want Senator Dino does most of the time. I made mention of a lady the last time, right? Who explained to me that people are just going down and we appreciate him for what he's doing, but it should not be selective. Just go all in the community. Every time people are dying, young people are dying, young people are losing their lives. The politician will say that, they will tell you that the future belongs to the young people. Whether young people that you have today or tomorrow, when they are dying, they are falling prey to the drug. So it's another issue we'll be looking at and probably end up on the United Party official suspension and other things. So now let me quickly play the voice of Eric Patton, the Secretary General of Liberia. Let's listen very quickly.
The terrain they operate in the camp. Now, the fellow who is accusing us of unilaterally taking decisions without consulting them was just the other day advocating for rise of Mobile Molu, we the people, as Secretary General.
George Tengbe?
Mm-hmm. He was with Mobile Molu stand, calling President Bwaka, bad labor practice, this one, that one. You must account, you must speak to us. The same man turn around, we are advocating for the rise of people. He allows himself to be paid to go against these same people.
Well, allegedly.
But Julius, they may already been taking pay. I can tell you, 100%. They were the first group that told pay. If he didn't get his own money already. So he's allowing himself to be used by somebody in the administration against a group that's advocating for the benefit of the larger group. I wonder how much he's doing to Mobile Molu if he's not even leaking information. Molu should be careful with him. Because if he can...
Okay, so let's hold Mr. Eric Patton right there. Let me start out with it and go over to my team. You see, the reason for which I told to honor the statement from Eric Patton is just very simple, right? Because we hosted these people on our platform here and they raised these concerns. Now, Patton's argument here is that the disagreement that the adjoined faculty there at the University of Liberia had with Offa is because the reason for which he spoke in the form and manner in which he did it is because the Assistant Secretary General of that particular group. The last time he was with Moba Molu Stearns, and at Stearns he serves as the Secretary General for that civil society organization. So the reason why Pat and other people are going after these people, or someone like Josh Temwe, he made mention of a name, is because Temwe the last time joined a protest action that was organized by the ordinary people, endorsed by the civil society organization STAND. So because Temwe, who serves as an SG for STEM, and he was part of that particular protest, so it is something that made Patton angry, and because of that, he's speaking the way he's speaking. That no one, there's a belief system of these people that anybody who stands up to be able to advocate for good governance, for better living condition, or certain segment of people in our society, when you are calling upon this particular government, they see you as an enemy. In the words of Patton, because Temwe is with Molu, and they were there advocating for the well-being of the people, to address certain concerns that are affecting the ordinary people. He saw that as an abuse to the presidency, and Temwe, as a Liberian, has no right to do what he did. That's the argument. There's a reason why they are going against these people. And for the record, when the people appear here, they claim that they offer the group there, you are not in their interest. It has nothing to do with, advocating for the ordinary people. It has nothing to do with that. So for you to drag the SG or STAN into this particular issue because the last time he was with the group and they were advocating for the ordinary people, it is something bad. Why should we, behave like this in this country? So that nobody, absolutely nobody should be able to checkmate this government. And if the person does that, you will go against the person. Mr. Patton, if an individual like you, Chief, if you are heading an institution, we need people that tell me, right? We need people that tell me and other people to be able to hold you accountable. The reason is that you have records, right? You were one of the administrators at a school, or I think somewhere in Kuwait, on a Bushra Island or so. I think that school name has been changed. They used to call that school KW Nyekan or so. And that particular school, at the end of the day, what happened as an administrator? That school broke down. So if you are in administration, there should be people who will tell you that, no, that's what you're doing and you should do it this way. So if you have these people there who are talking and bringing you to order, if you see them as enemy, then I don't know what makes you an administrator. So this is sad for our country. So nobody should be able to checkmate this particular government. And if the person does that, the person is an enemy of the state. This is so sad for our country. And as an administrator, the best thing, I don't know whether you people have public relations people that can even advise some of you whenever these concerns are raised, to see how best to call you, say, no, with this issue here, I think what we can do as, a staff here at the University of Liberia, let's see how best to do or call an in-house meeting to handle this issue. But to leave from there, taking airway and dragging people here and there because of their stance on national issue, it is so sad. It is so sad. Let the discussion be about the issue. Let the discussion be about the issue. The last time we flag your statement, the organization statement here. We talk about these issues. How you want for the administration of the university to see how best to address the issue at the university, that although some of these concerns you raise cannot just be done in a daytime, but you say it should be done, and anything rather than that, you will stay away from work. So these things are not things that we should be looking at. On the other hand, that's why we continue to say that our advocacy is that it doesn't mean we hate this particular government. So since somebody who trying to advocate for a particular segment of the society, if you see that to be, or you see the person to be an enemy to this government, then I don't know exactly where our country is moving. I don't know where exactly our country is moving. So it is so sad on the part of the Secretary General to have gone that far. You people are all professional people. Yeah, you there. You are there. The reason for which you are advocating for the betterment of the university, and somebody is on the other hand who feels that the government of the day is not doing what they're supposed to do for the people and advocating for the ordinary people, and you telling that particular person because what they did it is wrong, and so you are going against them. I don't think this is the type of society, this is the type of Liberia we should have. Very quickly, let me go over to the drug issue. You know, as I said from my previous statement, it is something that is so sad in this country. Look, let me tell you, there are some of you who may see this to be like joke, and other people will say, oh, the people will come on the radio here and talk about this issue. We'll continue to talk about this issue over and over. When people continue to point fingers at the first family over and over, and nothing is yet to be done. Even prior to Mr. President becoming president of this country, we have gotten this information about the alleged involvement of the one of the president's sons into the sale of drugs. And these things have been said. Around here, people were appointed at the LDEA there through the command of the same individual who has been accused. The last time we checked, there were people who were arrested for importing drugs in this country. And at the end of the day, they are nowhere to be found. The last time we checked, a man at the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, one of the heads at that particular agency, went to Omika press briefing, and he said government officials, there are top government officials in the country who have their hands in this drug cartel, who are part of this particular drugs cartel. At the end of the day, this particular man, he was taken from her position. So with this issue that happening in the country, how well are we serious to enforce drugs in this country? How well are we serious? The issue of changing people from LDEA without implementing the drugs law, it will profit us nothing. It will profit us nothing. You know how many people who were appointed at the LDEA there, at the end of the day, they left without making any impact? Other people have been sent there. And still, we are seeing these things happening over and over. So what can the government do in the face of these issues? What can the government do? We have the drug law there. But when people are arrested, instead of being prosecuted, at the end of the day, they will be free. Then somebody will sit somewhere and tell us that this particular government is serious to first drug. When people who are advocating, people who are trying to do everything in their power to expose these people, when they are going after them, then how are we serious to fight drugs in this country? It is so sad for our young people. Go to the various areas. Go and see. Look, by telling drug people, LDEA officers to go and do drug tests. That thing has nothing to do with the fight against drugs. When those people are compromised, they are compromised. There are a lot of people who are volunteers, who are working at the LDEA there. And the drug business we are talking about here, you get people down there who are volunteers, they are working there. And don't you think that if somebody show money in that person's face to be able to pass with drug, that particular person will hold that money? They will do it. And people have been arrested around here. When last has the government come to say, yeah, that person here, we want to prosecute that person, we want to do this one here? When will these things happen? Should all the young people who you refer to as a future leader of this particular country be wiped away by drugs before taking action? Look, you people should not play with this country. Although yesterday we said this thing, you politicize the whole thing, thinking that this particular issue, which was affecting everybody yesterday, you attributed it to the past government. Although you did that yesterday, but we were not set on the platform to politicize this issue. We believe that it is an issue that requires collective effort, everybody's effort, because everybody, one way or the other in this country, has a family member who has fallen prey to this issue of drugs. So it should not be something that should be politicized. No, we will not politicize this issue. But again, we'll call on the government to ensure that the drug law that is there, they implement this law. Anything rather than that, people will continue to do these things over and over. And when the government continues to arrive on a path wherein, if they know that somebody who is connected to the government commit crime or does something wrong, they will shield that person under their power to run away or do whatsoever thing, then we are not serious in this country to fight drugs. Then the issue of injustice will take over the particular government. That's the reason why you see other people on the other side, when they see these things happen, they go about taking the law in their own hands. When injustice becomes the order of the day, we are seeing this thing happening here. The last time was a rape situation that people are crying all about. We are here to see an official statement from people who, the moment they say something happened here, they will go and drag these people, handcuff them, and carry them to jail. Should I make mention of past government officials, the master criminal, and other people in this place, just for the issue of arrest in this place? Those people were handcuffed, they were taken to jail. They were taken to jail. So you are now seeing the high level of injustice in our country. So the government needs to do everything it takes to implement the drugs law. Because even like other people are recommending, pour army outside. Even when you pour the army outside, as long as you get people who are connected to these people in government, it will be very difficult for the army to even succeed against the fight against drugs. It will be very difficult. You tell the American Marine, you bring them in the country. As long as the government has its hands in this thing, it will be very difficult. It is the government herself, the executive needs to do everything in her power to ensure that they make this decision. They implement the drug law. The laws are there. But anything rather than that, it will be very, very much difficult for us to eliminate the issue of drug in this particular country. Lastly, before I go to my team, we got a release about the United Party people who they suspended. Look, the thing I have to say about this particular issue are the people party business. But now there is an issue. Like I said the last time, if you as an opposition figure out there, you just need to focus on how well you think you can fight. If you think within yourself that this government is not proceeding well, it's built together, hold together, be strong out there to see how best, to make a decision come 2029. It's to make a decision come 2029. The same people who around here talk to the social media platform, provoking you people in the various communities, doing all sort of things, some of whom were able to make decisions that led to the CDC party eviction. These are the same people who are not even doing what it takes for their political party. So all I can say about that is extension for you, the people who feel that this government is not proceeding well, to make your decision come 2029. All right, so let me cross over to my team, beginning with Solomon. Yeah, so Solomon, go ahead. After that, then we'll move over to Aleo.
Thank you very much for the deliberation and things like that. Somebody said, and I think one of our political leaders in Liberia said the same thing. If you keep saying or doing the same thing over and over, you don't get any result. I'm saying
That's coming. Alexander coming.
I'm saying this to say that many of us, especially those of us who support President Weah, whether you are sedition or a supporter of President Weah, we've been saying all of these things over and over and over, and it is not getting any result. Then why can't we change the strategy so that things can be done differently and can be understood differently? So I don't care how many times we talk about criticizing the other government or criticizing this and that. It is a norm in Liberia that the government is a lucrative business. So if I see Masale to be a good person, when Masale comes in, my own pot is going to boil. I will do everything possible to make sure that Masale becomes that leader. This is a pattern, and it is destroying our country. We need to adapt different strategy, and I will elaborate on that later. When it comes to the university, the reason why the secretary talked that way is because working in government is a lucrative job. I have to protect my job. It's not I have to do my service to the Liberian people. They are not doing that. All of the government officials and all of the government employees, they are not doing that. All they are doing is how to protect the job. And this is why whenever they come in, they want to please the person in charge so that they can protect their job. If you say something or bad about this person, it means that you're going to lose your job. Every Liberian has a right to join any political party they want to join any church they want to join any forum they want to join. That is our constitutional right, and it is our a right as human being that nobody is supposed to take from us. But in Liberia, and the way things are going, it is not like that. This man made a statement, a blanket statement that he does not have proof for. And at last he said, well, he knows that the person got paid. And the journalist was saying, allegedly. He said, no, I know he does not have any proof. But because this man side with a Mora Molu organization, so then he said, since this organization speaks against the government that he trying to protect his job for, then this person is an enemy. And this is a situation in the country. It is not good for Liberia. So that's why he said why he said. All of them. I used to be on several radio stations. I am the same person. You my man, you're not doing the right thing, I will tell you. You my pa, you're not doing the right thing, I will tell you. And if you want to bring me in so that I can shut up my mouth, I will come in and I say, no, I can't stay here. I will leave. I've been offered a job to come to Liberia to provide my service, because what I do here in the people country, it can be done in Liberia. Marlon Salif and I will discuss that. But I couldn't stay because I will not make any significant change because the way the things are set up. Today, I'm struggling to finish all of my projects over there, but I'm enjoying it. I love it. So those guys will say all kinds of things regarding, and everything is about protecting their job. It's not doing the service. The DA person will come in, he's protecting his job. He's not doing his service. And when they want to do this, the service that they know how to do, they remove them from there. So you're not going to get anywhere. the way in which things are. So with the drug situation, look, passing judgment, oh, this other government, we're not getting anywhere, because when CDC was in power, the other political party, opposition party, then they said, oh, that CDC did it. Okay. And then they did everything possible to dethrone the CDC government. Now, since the CDC government left, the rate at which the drug is coming in the country is beyond, it is uncontrollable. Mind you, CDC President Weah is no longer there. When President Weah was there, and all of those things that they were saying, oh, if you go to Jamaica resort, that's a drug ground. And people have the myth, they have the mindset that if you are Jamaican, then you are a kaya man, or the blonde man, or the weed man. So anybody that has a link with a Jamaican, they will say, oh yeah, that drug. And for the president to be married to a beautiful Jamaican lady, that was all the opposition needed to know. And they started fighting against him. Oh, because he is the president, his wife is from Jamaica. That's how drug is coming in the country. But we know that that is not true. But if we depend on government, nothing we're going to get in our country, our people will die like ants. Because the Bible says the thief, the rogue, the one we can say tiffy roll, it comes to kill, to steal, to destroy. And all of our government, or majority of our government officials, they are stealing, killing, and destroying Liberia. And that's why they are in that category. And then if the church want to speak up about the truth, they get against that person will shut up. The other day, the Secretary General for the Liberian Council of Churches, when they were singing praises, at one time he wanted to at least back a little bit, and then the opposition, boom, they got on him. And that is it. That's the kind of society we have. The church is supposed to get involved with the drug fighting. What can you do in your community so that drug will not be there? It is not just standing behind the pulpit, hitting or knocking the pulpit and yelling through your throat. That is not providing salvation. You get a lot of people over there suffering, and you want for government to do it, and you who providing salvation, you're not availing yourself in those communities to see how best you can provide services in those communities. You may not be able to get everybody from there, but your message and your involvement in the community, it will play a significant role. We're not doing that. The mosque, the Muslim, they're not doing that. The traditional belief people, they're not doing that. But everything is government. And when you criticize the government from other political party, say, oh, when the other people who were there, they did the same thing. So if political parties or government is destroying our country, then we as citizens, what should we do? We need to come together to provide those kind of services in our community. Even if your church is in the Fiama, and you got maybe 10 churches in the Fiama community, and you all hold together to see how best you can find solution to this drug problem in your community. And the other community in Chubong, they do the same thing. Soniwen, they do the same thing. By the time you know it, the drug issue in Liberia will be resolved. But as long we keep blaming, oh, this other government, you know they are not there in our interest. They don't put any money in the budget to address our situation. So the drug problem, politicizing it, is not going to solve the problem. And when it comes to synthetic drug, it can be right in the basement of the executive mansion. Somebody can be making that synthetic drug over there, and you will not know. The person will be doing other stuff, and they giving it to our people. So you don't have to go to the port of entries, whether to the airport or to the borders and things like that. The drug is not, it may not be coming through those, maybe making them right underneath your foot. And we know that The Chinese, they're bringing in all kinds of drugs. They themselves, they may not use it because there's a serious drug law in their country. You will not live to tell a story. So they vet them. But what do? They leave the country, bring the drugs, and then they make money because those synthetic drugs, they make a lot of money. And all the Chinese people that we bring in our country, we don't know what they're doing there. They have their warehouses, whatever liquid they're doing in their home. We have no access to do all this stuff. So they're making those drugs over there and destroying our people. So if the community keeps quiet, our people are going to die. And have in mind that the government look at the young people, because statistically, it is majority of the young people between the ages of probably 19 to 36. They are the people that are mostly the victim. I'm not saying 40 years old or 45 years old or 50 years old, they are not there, but statistically, that is the number. And this government, they look at the young people, that the young people, they are citizens. And for that reason, they don't want to make them to be revived from drug use and drug abuse. Once that is taken care of and those children come back to their normal mind or their senses, they're going to be the CDC people. So the Woody gangs and the gangster and all those stuff, they belong to CDC. So why should they provide solution to that? That will be able to condition CDC, because if you got the middle-aged people that they on the other side or they are they well behaved and all of that, it's a serious problem. And this is why opposition party, everybody need to get involved. Even if the government is not doing anything, something can be done. The last time I said, President Weah is a very loving person, very concerning. Even when Liberia was going through the devastation during the war, he was helping people, finding solution to people's problem. President Weah, when he was president, he decided his administration to bring about this drug law, that anybody that will violate the drug law, they'll be penalized. President Weah, when he was there, they started doing advocacy, started raising money to fight this drug pandemic. I don't know whether the money, I think it was 1 million plus, that was raised for that purpose. I don't know whether they put it in use before they left. And if they put it in use, then there's supposed to be a center that's supposed to be rehabilitating and doing all of this stuff. So Darius Dillon, if he's doing something for his own political game, what's about what the former president he raised money for? Where is the rehabilitation center to fight these drugs? So it is nothing that we need to really politicize, because the man that we believe in, who under his administration, they were able to implement the law. And of course, because he's not president, so the law are not being implemented. But money was raised, and the money was raised for this purpose. And not because you are not president anymore, so you should not fight what you believe in when it comes to drugs. And I keep saying that President Weah has so many homes and things that are, even if the other people are not fighting, I'm not talking about his residential, but he had a lot of units over there that he could say, look, let's use 3 of these units so that we can do drug rehabilitation. President Weah has the contact. President Weah has the willpower to do all of those things, but to be innovative, to do those things, that's what lacking. So if the political party CDC, if they will take that initiative to say, you know what, we are on board to fight drugs for the survivability of our people, that can be done. Politicizing it is not going to solve the problem. When it comes to unity party issue, people, if people have different mindset, or if they do something, sometimes they suspend them just for formality, but deep down it's not, it has no effect. For me, I've been I don't say ostracized or throw out, but I stand for Mama Liberia. So even my fellow partisans, if they go against me, I have no problem. As we speak, many of them, I used to even come to New York to my chapter, and others, they don't talk to me. I've been meeting some of them, but I am a person, I stand for Mama Liberia's well-being, and we all need to do that.
Okay, thank you. Let's cross over to Aliyu. Aliyu, are you there?
Yes, Stevie, can you hear me?
Yeah, you are. You are loud. You are loud and clear. Go ahead, Aliyu.
Okay. Thanks to you guys there. Yes. For the issue on the University of Liberia campus, between the two sectors, Solomon and I share the same idea, so I have nothing to say on that because what I had to say, Solomon has said it all. When it comes to the Unity Party, that's their business. They can do whatever they want to do. Even if they want to suspend yourself, Bakai, up to them. I don't have nothing to do with that. Suspending people in Unity Party makes no impact on the life of Liberian people. It's not going to solve the bread and butter issue. That's their party business. When it comes to the drugs issue, I will always say this. During President Weah administration, people politicize the issue of drugs. And I will always say this. In America here, doing campaign, people campaign on the economic and what have you, the security of this country. This is why the people really believe in the security system of this country when it comes to their borders and things about people coming here illegally and the economy of the country, how they want to see people working. You should earn and you will be able to pay your rent, bills, and other stuff. These are things people campaign on. They don't go and campaign on something that they know it has been in existing, that they don't even say they are still fighting to put it under control. But during President Weah administration, the issue about drugs were politicized to the extent that people used to go bring their body, dropping it in the street, making it look like, oh, George Weah were bringing kush into the country that were killing these people. Today, those people from Spoon FM, what the guy named James Goodale Flomo, I don't know where he is today to see all the other dead body there that he used to be going, pointing out, bringing all in the street. I don't know where are the Spoon journalists today that they are not showing all these dead bodies that are in the street as a result of drugs that have overtaken the country. Like Solomon said, because of Mistress Weah from Jamaica, so people believe that, oh, Jamaican, they do too much drugs. So that's why the drugs were all in the country because the president married to a Jamaican. And these people, they are the one that manufacturing drugs in the world. One of my supervisors went somewhere one time, people asked her, oh, how do you speak like this? She said, I'm a Jamaican. Say, oh, you people do drugs. You people are the one bringing drugs into America. So more people have that mindset. She said, no, our country is not into that. Say, really? So just like that, people have that mindset in Liberia that, oh, yeah, Jamaican do drugs. So the president married to a Jamaican. So they had that power to bring drugs into the country. But today, President Weah is no more in power. Where are the drugs coming from? How drugs are coming into the country? And this is the issue. Like when you listen to one of their LDEA, the one that was fired, he said the same thing. The drugs that are in the country now, you can't even compare it to that of Madam Sedi and President Weah. You see, the drugs that is coming into the country is more than ever before. People that die in the street now because of drugs is more than before. The people that will die in the street during President Weah and Madam Sedi administration. You see? So this issue about drugs that the politicized yesterday, it had caught up with them, and there is nothing they can do about it. And this is why I will always say when we are in opposition, we have to be very careful what we say and what we do, because this thing tomorrow, it will come back at us and we have nothing to do or to say about it. You see, this issue, first of all, you saw somebody that was working to the airport, LDEA officer. At the end of the day, when Quita was arrested without drugs, the government had to change the assignment. Make it to make sense to me. Somebody that assigned somewhere, knocking down people that bringing drugs into the country because he arrested someone that associated with the president, the political party, and his children, he was reassigned. Look at that. Make it to make sense to me.
Why he was assigned? Because they know who she was bringing drugs for in the country, and she's part of their cartel. So, no, we had to take this guy from here, or else he will keep exposing us. Where is Dominic Balak today? We saw him taking picture with the president and the president's son. That doesn't mean, oh, maybe the president knew that he was a just dealer or the president's son. Somebody can take picture with me tomorrow, and then at the end of the day, you see me doing something. It doesn't mean that Solomon and Steve know that I was into this thing. That's why we were all friends. No. But today, where is Dominic Balan? That alone erased alarm, erased concern in the country. These two people that were arrested with drugs, because of that proximity with the first family and the president, the government, today we can't see them, we can't hear about them. But there are other people, Musa Benete's son and other people, they are behind bars today because they said they arrested them with drugs. So everything about this government is being done selectively, which is not good. You see? So these are some of the things. This government had no policy put in place to fight drugs. President Baka was taking drug tests all around here. Up to now, where is the drugs budget? This is the budget that's supposed to be increased than most of this budget in the country. If the government was serious to fight drug, President Baka could cut down most of the other people's budget and tell a finance minister and other people say, you see how you can put money into the drugs budget, recruit more people, give them good salary, put some measures and policy in place in fighting drugs. But he's not doing it, and he's never going to do it, and he was not doing it. This whole thing, it was just about showmanship. And this is why I will always talk to the opposition leaders in the country as well. Opposition, you are a government in waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to do something that at least tomorrow people will look at and say, oh yes, this person, they did this, they did that. Even if you not win, but at least some people will come and vote for you. If President we are saying, okay, yes, I'm going to build a rehabilitation center to take maybe 50 Zogo from the street, that alone people will say, oh yeah, this man, he's no longer in power, but something that is destroying the country, even though he's not president again, but he was able to try his best. Musa Benete, Alexander Kumi, Chawen Gonglo, and then let's go on all other opposition. You can do the same thing. You will not go build a rehabilitation center to take people from the street for President Baka to say, no, we are agree. No, Benete, I agree. Kumis, and then let's go on. He can't stop y'all. You people are not going to go to him to say, oh, President Baka, we need to work together to see how we can fight drugs. Y'all know he's not going to fight drugs. He's not going to do it. The same mindset you had if you were to be president to fight drugs, you can use that your same policy, like same idea to see what you can do. But you can sit in that country at opposition government in waiting to see our country being destroyed. People are dying on a daily basis. Yesterday, I saw more than 10 different bodies all dropping in around Monrovia from drugs. I saw it yesterday. What are the opposition doing? Or because you're not in power, so you care less about the Liberian people? Only when you in power, that's the time. That's not good. It makes no sense. Not because you are opposition. You have to show to the people, I'm opposition. Let them believe that, oh yeah, you are in opposition, but when you come there, what you will do? These are some of the things you see today, the government going after Musa Belete. He's not president, he's just a lawmaker. But see what he's doing today, carry on development across the country from county to county. The government said he want to show up with us. Things that we can't do, that what he's doing. They are going after him today. You see, this is not good for our country. The opposition, you have to stand up. President Baka is not going to put no policy in place. He's not going to do nothing on the land of fighting drugs. In as much as people that are in line with him in the party, when they are arrested with drugs, these people go look solo. You can't hear anything about them. So he will not do nothing about drugs. So if opposition will say that, they say, oh, that the government, yes, that's the government. They have all the resources to fight drugs, but they are not doing it. So you think you will say that, you say you will not do it because the government is not doing it. I don't think that's going to show any good thing for our country. And the issue about University of Liberia, Solomon said the same thing. These people, they are protecting their job. When you speak against the government, you try to put the government feet to the fire. you are enemy of the state. So that's why I have to say thank you.
And Quantum, one of the things is that, like here in the United States, we know that drug is a major problem. Even painkiller, people are hooked on drugs. And of course, when President Trump came to power, he said that he talked to other world leaders, especially China. And when he went there, he did not see the kind of things that here in America, where you see the zombies, those who are really hooked on drugs and things like that. And of course, he said what the president said. That one, he said he know he cannot do it in America here, because if you are doing such a thing, you will never live to continue in such stuff. But what he is doing, looking at countries that are supplying the drugs, that are making the drugs to come in the country. Those are the countries that he declared war on, drug war on them, so that whenever the boat is in the ocean, the military, they will hunt them, either shoot them down and all of that, so that drug will not cross from those countries into the United States. And he's really doing that. So if we really want to fight drugs, there are ways we can do that. But if the government is not actually done for it, then the citizen, we can do that. And when I was saying President Weah, and I'm going to conclude on this, is that President Weah, of course, he's not a president right now. President Weah has his personal 47 housing units, and I don't know whether those housing units are being occupied. If they are not being occupied, you can take maybe 3 of those housing units, and you say, okay, I'm going to use these 3 housing units so that we'll be able to help our brothers and sisters who are victims of drugs. Most of those people, they were drugged in during the Civil War, and it's continue to move on. Even some of those who are not in a Civil War, but from this other person to this other person, that's how the use and abuse of drug is going, and it's destroying our youth. And something need to be done. So that's what I mentioned, President. He has a reason. He doesn't have to build new structure for rehab and things like that. He gets 47 housing units. Those housing units, the last time I was in Liberia, nobody was in any of them. And you can make sure to say, okay, I'm going to use a few of them so as to help these young our younger generation, and that would be a good thing for the opposition leader now can do.
Okay.
So that was all I was saying. There. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Solomon, and thanks also to you, Aliyu, for your own inputs on these issues we are talking about. So, but very quickly, before we go to the telephone line, let me recognize a few of our people. Let me do that. And Juju one word. Let's begin with Gate Harris Gate. And we have here Juju one word, Emmanuel Siga Jr., Spencer Muhammad, Ashari Kanan, Venetia Junior Bob, Suleiman Cesar, Neved Peved is also following us, Matthew Chloplay, Mandela Jabo, so following us, and Winston Boyka and the rest of you. All right, so now you listen to us. It is time that you have your say on our analysis of issues we are talking about here this morning on 0772239933, 0886304497, 077798037. This person, good morning.
Good morning, Koto.
Good morning.
Let me say good morning to Mr. Masale and Mr. Bakari.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to comment on the drug issue.
What's your name?
Okay, great. Go on. Yeah, Koto. I want to comment on the drug anymore. Koto, this is I'm feeling for you. What the president saw, he said, he did this for you. He's not taking no, but he can bring it and this will be able to the people. So he did how was finished. And so the issue of the acting deputy boss, Patrick Comanso, that war, on the day, but that say that Pajo Kumasu, the deputy, I knew that Jordan going nowhere. That work and take it there for me.
You don't see the
Thank you, man.
taking it.
Thank you. I'll call you.
Okay, let's get more people talking here on 0772239933. 0886304497 077798037. This person, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How you doing?
I'm okay. Tell us the name and where you joining us from.
My name is Emmanuel calling from Matari.
Okay, Eman, go ahead.
Yeah, regarding the drugs issue, it's very serious. Ain't doing President. We have some people been talking, how the cool getting, a whole lot of things, this, that. People discussing regarding the drugs issue, number one. It is true that, all our brother of injured with the past government, been supporting the drug. But now this government get it rampant. And me, I thought that this government, I've been this in China solution. I got one Madam Miracle, she worked at the deputy, FPRC as a deputy chairperson, member of the budget, or so convinced with the full Joseph Nima Puaka. Unfortunately, my own son, I still going live on the radio. I was attending that through full policy and drug. That program used to get a crib behind a car. Open up on the factory and get put a drug and a poison in your car and decide who to kill and decide who to sport. So this is what I remember doing. I got fear of my beginning in my third man in one sport and even me, he never for me to die in the district. I went traumatized in the district. Even my person me in full because why here we have a political ambition. This is why we want to tell the government to take action on that Madam Miracle to our son. It's not free from the drug. Guys, free with the drug.
Okay. I think we lost that caller. But I go to that next person. This person. Hello.
It's Steven.
Good morning.
Hi. Hello. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Thank you for your analysis, and let me say big appreciation to the rest of your partners or co-hosts from the US. It will surprise you.
There should be George, right?
Yeah. This is the boss of George S. Dengmer, the Assistant Secretary General for the Adjunct Faculty Association of Liberia. Thank you. So it will surprise you to understand how people in our country think. Now, few days ago, because I was advocating for the right thing against bad governance, along with Stan. Okay. I was partly a good man, partly a bad man. Today, I'm advocating for the rights of adjunct faculty members at the University of Liberia, just as University of Liberia faculty members who are the full-time employees have the same rights. I believe adjunct faculty members to have rights. Okay. We also need our salary to be paid on time. They are getting their salary monthly. Every month they can get their pay. So why should we wait for?
And let me hold you that. Which salary are you talking about? Because the Secretary General, when he appeared on our sister radio station, alleged that you have gotten 100% of your salary. So which salary again are you talking about?
That is a blatant lie. As I speak to you currently, if it was possible for us to have a video conference call, you will see me at one of the branches of the UBA Bank. Okay. That is a blatant lie. I, along with many of my colleagues, have not received our salaries. We are agitated. We are angry. But is a more reason for us to stage a protest? Yes. Is protest the way forward? No. The way forward is dialogue. So then we met with the University of Liberia president and the Board of Justice. They assured us that our salary were going to be paid. And given that a few days later, they had a meeting with the Senate chair on education. You understand? And many of these things were exposed. Given the exposure of these things, the Ministry of Finance sent some money to the University of Liberia account. Salaries are being paid, even though we are still waiting for the remainder of our salary, but salary are being paid. Our colleagues are receiving their salary on a gradual basis. So against that, we said then it's important that dialogue be the way forward. In as much as now, let it be clear, the offer and the adjunct faculty, we don't have any argument. We are not, in war or going to peace. The issue is issues that they discuss about sanitation that affected us. Issues about other matters not in line with salary affairs, meaning for the entire population of the university. That was postponed. Issue that has to do with salary, and then we are saying we will stand independently to discuss it, and because it is our right, and because we have been recognized. And lastly, before I go, we want to call on all meaning faculty members, please, if you listen to some of the groups of students on the University of Liberia campuses, they are willing to go back to classes. The university came up with a tentative schedule. Please get ready and go back to teach the student. The students can no longer be 35 years old or 40 years old before they get one BSc degree. It does not make sense. So if the issue of renovation is coming up, and the university is now saying we have dedicated one of VS Tottenham for 101, 102, 105 to go there and attend classes until we complete the renovation, please go there, because similar things are happening. I was in Zion. Happy. I used to leave from AME Zion campus to go to Teacher Education School for classes because Zion was on a renovation. So these are policies and programs that could come up. So should we say that schools should be closed? No, we are saying schools should open. We should go teach. The teachers should go teach. The faculties, members of the university should go teach.
Thank you.
This is our solemn call. And it's in good faith for the growth of our young people. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for these clarities. And yeah, that's very important. But let's get to this person on this line. Good morning.
Good
morning.
I tell my brother in that for there.
Okay.
Not going in the country. You know, Bakari and Konton, my other brother. Yeah, people, they would not forget. No. People Bakari in your the portion and I know the place. And the plane go no like your people there. They're going deep for to try to bring all the good about that ammunition and a cold Bakari. All of them are trying to bring in the town. You were here the few times after that meeting, when they come back, you were here the draw rest in the town again. They cannot do well for us. They put just damage our country. They just damage our country. Because now people now is suspect. We get time for it. It like I say, moon for power. Him like a moon in power. We now want to know about it. We focus on our person. Turn it on it now to care our person. Better way. Spoil around to do it. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's hold you there. This person. Good morning.
Good morning, Conto. How are you?
Good morning. This should be Edmund Carr.
Yeah, let me say hi to the family in the U.S. there. Thanks to them always. Look, you see, Conto, the last time when the Joint Faculty Association were on the media, on this platform, when they left, I was not opportune that day to go through. But I told you that I have a serious disagreement with them. And thanks be to God that I have surfaced again. So, yeah, it's my issue. You do acknowledge all of the problems that the Faculty Association are citing. Poor sanitation, poor condition on the campus, not taking their salary, and the Faculty Association have been flagging this issue. Every time they come up with it, they will call them to a meeting, and then they give them time to be able to resolve the issue. But yet they have failed to resolve the issue. So the only thing that could make the government to make them to start looking to their direction, that was the best thing that they feel that they're going to go ahead to do. And then you want to join Faculty Association, part-time teacher. If you know that you were not included in this negotiation or whatever they are going after, well, in my mind, you should have put on your own release saying if your issue is, say you want to push in your issue, and if it is addressed and our own are left off, then we too will be able to stay away from the issue, but to just categorically disagree with them, and we're not only on the basis that you should constructively engage the government. Okay? But you said you acknowledge all of the issue. So that was my question for you. There was no way that you should have disagree or distance yourself from the point where you're coming on and citing the same condition that happened on the campus. This is for the business where people will raise eyebrows and people will be separating. But you, okay? So that was the reason why I was telling you the other day that I have a zero or different. But you know what he's saying? The part-time teacher still can sometimes 1 or 2 courses to teach. But the Faculty Association, they are full-time. So if the Faculty Association stay away from the university campus, can the part-time teacher be able to do the work of that institution for the student to have a good learning or atmosphere? So the best thing is for them to get together and resolve the issue so that they can holistically address the issue that the university face with. But to be distant yourself and we agree, and you don't agree, you're not going to suffer. Now look at the new one that has come inside. So spending all student activity.
Thank you.
Now another protest is coming up.
Thank you, Edmond. Let's hold you there. Get this other person. We are running out of time this person. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
This is my boy calling from State Street.
Okay.
Yes, to the issue of interest. You know, all they want to say our affair is fencing. We are behind the party here. We the mothers of our children are in the drugs that they are affected. And where there is no means that even our political leaders can help. So I'm saying yes, government business, we agree that it is like government business. But we also want to money. The same children tomorrow that we have. Not every one of them will go back to go vote for Unity Party. Or their mothers and their conscience will lead them. Everybody will take her over to CDC.
Okay.
For me, I always appealing that I'm begging, let them do something about them. Let them help. Because the government will not do anything until they say they are finished.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you very much. Let's hold you there. Take a few more calls and go back to our team on 0772239933, 0886304497, 0377980375. Let's get this person. Good morning.
Yeah, come on, me and my thought.
Very quick.
We were talking about somebody can do me to back. That party Kumazu me. I make it say the same thing. Why they really have to? You make it say the same thing. Photo.
You don't see the man taking it?
Photo. I mean what you read it. So the whole place into that temple. You know how many good men know? They go to the party. What do you work for all of it? So be taking money for the men, very money, huh? That's the same thing on them for power.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, so let's see whether we can now move over to our team as a close up. Yes, that's very important. So Aliyu, let's kick off with you before any up with Masale. That's Solomon. Aliyu, are you there? Ali Masale.
Yes, Stevie, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting you now. Go ahead.
Yeah. Thanks to the callers there. You know, this issue about drugs, this is a national emergency, as President Boakai said. And just as the caller said, this government is not going to do nothing about fighting drugs. When the government came in, we saw people with all son Tantan or Wakanda Tang. And if you can see this man, before even Joseph Boakai could become president of Liberia, there was rumors all across the country that one of the president's son is a drugs dealer. And when his father became president, this same man was the one sending people to the LDEA to get jobs, to be appointed to certain areas. So what comes to your mind? You think these people, they are going to fight drugs? Because this guy had been alleged of being a drugs dealer, and his father became a president, and today he was the one appointing people to serve in the LDEA that's supposed to fight drugs. So calling on the opposition to see what they can really do to help in the fight of drugs in the country. This government, they have all the resources, they are the solution to the problem, and they are paying deaf ear to it, but making mockery out of the situation. We saw government officials wearing t-shirts say no to drugs. We saw they when they hang a t-shirt on President Boakai. These were all making fun of the situation. So I'm calling on the opposition leaders to see what they can do to help our country in the fight of drugs and not to depend on the government, or else before 2-3 years from now, the youthful population is going to decrease because of drugs. Then we can see again, God bless America, God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay, Aliyu, let's now cross over to Solomon.
Thank you. We Nation, man.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Again, Many thanks to our callers, and I want to say to Matthew Coloplay, who strongly disagree with us regarding President George Manawia helping the Bwaka administration. Well, it is now helping the Bwaka's administration. President Weah has always been there helping people. And if our people, our younger generation, they are dying from this illicit drugs, it is a rightful thing, a needful thing for the president to continue to do his services to Liberia for his reward, even in heaven, if it is not on earth. But politically, it is right for the president to get involved. He can give at least 3 of his units, turn those into a rehab center, and then people will be willing to help to rehabilitate our generation, youthful generation that are being victimized by drugs. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Also, thank you. He's Solomon Bakari. Earlier, you listening to Aliyu Masale. That's my team there from the US. I'd like to say many thanks to every one of you who followed the program. I will also call to make your contribution as well. Say thank to you who follow us via our various social media platforms. Yeah, we appreciate you so kindly. And so, this is how we go on today's edition of the program, Issues in the Society on Kings 88.5. I hope to be here next Wednesday with another edition of the program. But before then, do have yourself a blessed day. I am Stephen Compton, Baba from my end.